Hello once again guys, it's me Unstable Voltage and welcome back to episode 17 of Xenonauts. In the last video we had our first terror mission and it actually went quite well. Well, at least by that I mean we didn't actually lose any soldiers. Peter did take a little bit of damage and I was going to keep him on the ship, but I think what I'm going to do for now actually is just sub him out for someone else, just very temporarily, because there is something else that we need to do. We need to get ourselves another assault soldier on board. Who would probably be the best to do that? Let's get Boudrin back on. Hasn't been on for a while. Let's just have a little look at the equipment, because we want to make sure that everybody has the appropriate stuff. So you are going to want jackal armor at the very least. You are going to want a laser shotgun, which you won't have because it is currently on Peter. So I'm very sorry, Peter, but we need to take that away from you just for the time being. And we will go and give that back to you. And you are supposed to be assault. There we go. So that works out quite nicely for you. And one other thing that I want to do is I'm going to go back to the stun rockets for now, because I don't know what we are going to be facing on this next mission. Let's make sure we've got a stun rocket loaded. So what we basically have is we've got this UFO 47 that is currently landed, and the annoying thing keeps taking off. And every time that I try and shoot it down, it goes and lands again. So what I'm going to try and do is something that is very, very risky. I'm going to send Charlie 1 over to deal with the landed UFO. Now, the problem that I have been having, as I said, is it keeps taking off. What I don't want to happen is for the UFO to take off and take out my dropship. So before the dropship arrives, I'm going to send my interceptors out, and hopefully my interceptors will be able to shoot it down if it takes off, or keep it on the ground so that Charlie 1 can attend the landing site. My only worry, and it's up in the air again, my only worry at this point is that we might actually end up with Charlie 1 getting intercepted and shot down before he actually gets there. Let's send the two Condors out again. They might catch up with it. Right. I would like to tail it until it's overland, ideally. We have now managed to research the Corsair Interceptor. The X-37 Corsair is the first aircraft designed specifically for fighting extraterrestrial craft. We have made extensive use of alien materials when designing the airframe, and used materials known to be resistant to alien weapons for everything else, producing an aircraft that is faster, tougher, and no less agile than our F-17 Condor interceptors. It is not capable of carrying heavy torpedoes, so should complement the Foxtrot rather than replace it. In many respects, the design for the craft is evolutionary rather than revolutionary. It is an immense undertaking to design an entire aircraft in such a short time, even for someone as intelligent as myself. Many of the gains have been made by reproducing existing systems using more efficient alien materials and manufacturing techniques, but we have made two main innovations. Introduction of a variable sweep wing design in the new ER3 Alanium Impulsion Reactor turbine system. The latter produces twice as much thrust as conventional jet turbine, the former increasing the manoeuvrability at low speeds, while also increasing performance at high speeds. As a result, the Corsair can cruise at almost 3,000 km per hour, despite the extra armour making it larger and heavier than its predecessor. Construction of each Corsair represents significant investment in time, money and alien materials, but I have little doubt that the conventional aircraft will rapidly become obsolete as the invasion escalates further. So this is basically a replacement for the Condor, which we will have to do as soon as we can. Going to go to the research screen and get all of our scientists. Oh, we can right-click it, do multiples of 10. Brilliant. Let's get the new dropship done. And what's the workshop working on? We're still doing weapons and armour at the moment, so I'm quite happy just to leave them doing that for the time being. Right, the problem is, are we actually going to get this UFO over land? Yes, we are. We are going to auto-resolve. It is down. Interceptors are returning to base. We've detected another UFO. Of course we have. This one could end up... It's a medium UFO with two small escorts. That could end up being a terror ship. And we've got another one. And we've got another one. Right, this one we can probably deal with because it's over Indochina. So we're going to intercept with the 2 Condors. We can deal with that. My worry here is that Charlie 1 is going to run into this UFO. What am I doing? Can we intercept this? Intercept. We're still refueling. We're an hour away from that. Okay, this is the one that we've got over here in Indochina, which is actually a scout, so we're going to auto-resolve that and return to base. We are going to intercept this if we can. Now we're still rearming, which is a little bit annoying. That was close. Actually passed right over us. Figuring that this one is probably going to be the Terror ship, I'd prefer to take that one out if we can. So that's where I'm going to send my Condors. Not sure who's going to arrive first. 79% chance of a victory, let's take it. We've actually lost both of our Condors there. That is not good. That is not good at all. Now things are going to get problematic. Well, let's go and deal with this mission on the ground. And worry about everything else afterwards. 79% chance. We really should have been able to deal with that. I think we're certainly going to have to rush manufacturing some of the new interceptors. We simply just cannot continue to run using the current ones we have. The main problem with the Condors is they don't have the operational range, so we're struggling to deal with a lot of the bombers. We've also got a night mission, which doesn't help things out at all, so let's see what we can do. Okay, we're up against the edge of the map, and we are in the corner, which is nice to know. So we'll just have a quick look in those directions. Let's get Bob out. Won't get him to throw a flare because we might well need his time units. We might need to take a sniper shot. Let's get Shadowhawk there in case anything comes around from that side. Arcane Cannon. Let us start by getting out some flares so we have a possibility of finding out what is going on out here. Okay, now that has used a lot of your time units, but you do still have enough to get into cover. And crouch. James, let's get you up here behind this rock. And you are going to do the same thing. Let's have a flare from you. As far as you can throw it. Okay, nothing spotted. Stephen, let's get you over here, because that's probably a safer spot for you to be. Missy, let's get you over here and see if you can see anything. Nothing spotted. You do have our best armor, of course. Harry, we need to sort of start redoing the positioning of people in the ship, actually. It's a little bad at the moment. I haven't got people in a great spot. I think I'm actually going to get Harry to go around this side, just so we can check around this side of the building, which would make more sense. And that leaves us with Boudrin. Actually, yeah, Harry is our normal gunner, but we've just got the upgraded gun, that's right. So, Boudrin, where are we going to get you? Let's just keep you over near this wall. You don't have a massive amount of time units, so I'd sooner keep you safe for now. Let's end the turn. Well, hearing a lot of rapid fire. Now, we did shoot this UFO down, so it probably won't have the full complement of aliens. I've got a terrible feeling, once again, it's going to be one of those ones with those horrible robot things. And that is something that I'm not happy about. Oh, we can actually see an alien. Yep, it is those annoying robot things. Well, James, you've got a blocked shot. You're not in a good position there. Right, we figured there'd be one of those around. Using normal shots isn't going to help either. Right, you've got a 70% chance of hitting that. Let's get you to crouch. That gives you an 84% chance to hit. The hit was made, but we didn't get a kill. Really regretting bringing along the stun weaponry now, because that isn't going to help us at all. Right, who else have we got? What else can we do? Let's deal with one thing at a time. Let's get Harry around here. Need 31 for a normal shot. Need 22 for a snapshot. Means we can't crouch. You've only got a 14% chance to hit, so let's get you behind there. Face that way. Wasted so many time units there by clicking in the wrong directions. Okay, we're fairly certain that that area up there is relatively clear. So let's see what we can start doing about this guy over there. 71% chance to hit that with Shadowhawk. Let's take the shot. Brilliant, that's one less thing to deal with. At least that won't be giving us huge amounts of suppression. James is in a little bit of a bad spot at the moment because of this hedge. I could move James out, but it's going to leave him out of cover. I've got a little bit of block from the fence, but we can live with that. So, 72 time units. 2 times 27 would be 56, so we could take 2 shots there. We can't do 2 of those, but... let's take the 61% chance. And we missed as well. Okay, let's take the snap. Oh dear, that wasn't very good. Might just about have enough just to move James a little bit behind cover. Although we have now removed that fence. Shadowhawk, you've also used all of your time units. A little bit of block there that's stopping Bob getting a decent shot. But if we move Bob over to this side, you've got a 95% chance to hit. And I like that. Well, there's one down. Okay, I think... Not really sure what I should do about Stephen, because you're not going to be able to do an awful lot. You do have grenades, I suppose, but you're not... you don't have the most useful equipment for this mission. It's my own fault, I appreciate. Let's just have a look in here. Just civilians, good. Just wanted to make sure that that was clear. Let's end the turn. We would like to save as many civilians as possible, of course we would, but I just get the feeling that that's not going to realistically help at the moment. I've also got to be very careful in getting my dropship home after this mission as well. And we're going to have problems. Right, Harry. Sorry that you're the one that has to do this, but we do need to scout around. Okay, Missy. We're going to get you up here. Looks like we're clear. James. Let's get you behind this hedge. How far can you toss a flare? Get one over there, I suppose. Didn't really reveal a lot that we couldn't already see. Let's get Bob over here. A slightly better sniping position. And probably get Shadowhawk up a little further as well. Get you up to this corner. Can't really do anything from there. And let us start moving Boudrin forwards as well. So we know we're relatively safe up here. Who hasn't moved? Arcane Cannon. Now you don't have the best of armour at the moment. And you don't have the best of weaponry either, especially against these annoying things. So let's just put you there for safety. I think I'm just going to put Stephen back on the ship for now. Because I just don't think he's going to be all that safe on this mission. And James may have drawn the short straw to go out and do some recon duty down on this corner of the map as well. That's if he doesn't get shot by one of those annoying hover disc things. At least we know it's there now. Of course, you have been suppressed. So that's one alien we've spotted down here, and one of those hover disk things. So at least we know that there's a fair bit of alien activity down here. Bob, I suppose those hay bales are directly in your way. Of course they are. If you move over to this side, 95% chance. We'll take those all day long. We'll just move James back into cover now. I was just using him to spot for Bob. Bob, you might as well move back over there. Okay, do we have another door around this side? Yes, we do. And we've spotted the UFO. Now, we are in the corner of the map. So, I think what we're going to do is just bring Harry back inside. Now we know where it is. We're going to close the door. Get Boudwin over here as well. You can face the door and crouch. We're going to put Shadowhawk over here. Oh, shots fired. So we've got a direct line of sight at the door. Before we do anything else, we're going to get Missy to throw a flare as far over this side as we can, in the hope we can see what just took a shot at us. There we go, there he is. Hopefully Shadowhawk can take him out. 95% chance to hit. And he is down, thank you very much. Shadowhawk's going to stay there so he can watch the door as well. I'm still a little bit worried that there are things over this side. Now again, Arcane Cannon doesn't have the best of weapons, because we know these things are fairly unaffected by normal arms fire. So we'll keep you there for now. Just put you in a safe place. Let's end the turn and see what happens. This particular UFO is going to be very difficult to crack, especially with it being a Corvette. Very difficult to get into at the best of times. Okay, James, let's go and have a look. Going to crouch. And we are going to get another grenade, or another flare out. Okay, nothing found yet. Going to start moving Bob up in this direction, because that way he can provide a little bit of support over on this side of the map, but he can also get relatively quickly over here if we need to. So, Boudwin, let's get this door open first. Nothing seen yet, so let's start moving up to the side of the UFO. Job done. Okay, crouch down. And then we've got Missy, who is going to have to do the same thing on this side. That is a long run, which I appreciate. Oh no, shots fired. Okay, Missy has been hit. It's nothing serious. 95% chance to hit from the Shadowhawk. Well, we got the hit, but we didn't get the kill. We don't have enough time units for a second hit there from Shadowhawk. Wouldn't have enough time units to get a shot from Bob either. 22 time units would give us a shot from Missy, but only with an 18% chance to hit. What about you, Harry? 75% chance. If we crouch you, 90% chance to hit. Thank you, Harry. That is what we needed. Now let's not accidentally open the door, because that would be bad. There's probably going to be more aliens up over here, which is really worrying me. Let's end the turn, see what happens. At least, luckily, building new interceptors is quite quick. They are expensive, which is a bit annoying, but they do seem to only take a couple of days to build. At least Foxtrots do. Okay, James, let's go for another flare. Just wherever you can get it to land. Okay, let's crouch you down there. Let's have a little bit of an explore with Bob. This is very, very risky. Shadowhawk, you may as well reload at this point. Boudwin, you may as well move a little bit closer forwards at this point. definitely want, I think, Harry over on this side, so we can keep our eye on this flank. We may have to use arcane cannon for a little bit of scouting here. Right, well, we've just ran you out of time, unit, so you're probably dead. Ah. Let's end the turn. Internal doors in the UFO. Okay. I think we're safe in this field. We'll start moving Bob up a little. Still need to check what's going on over here, so I'm afraid, James, that's going to be your job. And again, let's have another flare out as far as possible. Yeah, there's still quite a bit of the map over here, of course, where one could be hiding, which is what worries me a lot. So what we're going to have to start doing is opening doors. Nothing yet. So we'll close the door. We'll both crouch. Harry, you're going to be going in as backup at this point. And we're also going to move Shadowhawk up as well, so that once we've got the door open, we might be able to get some sniper shots in there if need be. Let's end the turn. Internal doors. This is going to be very risky. Okay. Let's see what we get. Doors open. One spotted that we can see. 39% chance to hit. Would give us time to run back. Well, we made the hit. We get return fire. Luckily the return fire misses. We're not going to be able to get any more shots off, so we're going to run back. And we are going to turn around. And we're going to, if I can find the sweet spot, close the door. Okay. Arcane cannon. We need to continue to make sure that the rear of the craft is secure. Certainly seems like it is. Looks like that hedge goes all the way to the end of the field. Don't think there's anything in that corner there. Surely it would have taken a shot at us by now if it was possible. There's a whole massive field here, though, where something could be, so we've got to be careful with that. Still going to leave Bob here for now, I think. He's in a good position to deal with any potential problems. Is that alien going to come out the door? Again, internal doors. So I'm using Boudwin to open the door because he's got the fewest time units. This door hasn't closed, though. I'm just going to edge Missy forwards. Nothing that side. Right, okay. 31 time units. 41% chance to hit. Will still give us time to run away, provided we don't get killed. Okay, we killed it. So, let's run back out. And shut the door. And arcane cannon. Let's move you over this way a little. Once again. You can't throw very far, but certainly need to try and make sure this place is as clear as possible. Okay, James, let's get you around the corner. Ah, buildings. Buildings are never good. Let's end the turn. That's a civilian. Not hearing internal doors in the ship at this point. That building seems clear. Nothing spotted yet. Let's just put arcane cannon somewhere a little safer. So let's continue with the usual plan. We open the door. Very carefully move Missy in. And our friend is back. So once again, we can have a 34% chance shot and then time to get out of the way. Did miss. Reaction fire also misses. Let's get out. And close the door. It's a little bit cheesy, but, you know, the aliens are better than us. Much movement inside. Same plan. Open the door. Okay, is that the same guy? Don't have an awful lot of chance to hit. We'll take the shot anyway. We actually got the hit. Reaction fire. He's actually just removed his own cover. No, I'm not going to take the risk. I'm going to back out. We're going to close the door. Don't have enough time units to reload, but that is fine. We're going to continue to search around here. Yeah, we can't see you anymore. Because I'm still not 100% convinced that we've got all the ones from outside. Although we probably have. So, long arm flare toss. Yeah, we're probably okay. We just need to deal with the ones that are in. So, again, door open. .31 time unit, so 34% chance to hit. Hit taken, reaction fire. One of these turns the aliens are going to get lucky, and I don't particularly like it. Now, could we get in and fire a shot with you? What would it cost us to get there? 51. Then we could take a normal shot and bring you back. Let's do it. Of course, you've got a turn. Single shot. No, I didn't hit. You shouldn't get a reaction fire because it's already had the shot. Problem is now I can't actually get you outside to safety. Yes, we can actually. If we move Boudwin out of the way slightly, then we can get you over here. And we can get you over here. Doesn't give us enough time units to shut the door, which is problematic. You can crouch though. If we put Shadowhawk here facing this way, maybe you can get a reaction shot. We'll have to see how that works out. At least the door did close itself anyway. So let's get that door open. Let's get Missy back in. We've only got one shot and then we're going to have to reload, of course. Still there. So let's take our shot. He is down, but we don't want to hang around here. Let's get out of there. And we'll get that door closed again. I think we are safe over here. Surely these things, if there was anything out here, would have already taken a shot at me by now. Okay, let's end the turn. I'm guessing there's one, possibly two, left inside the ship. But Missy needs to reload. So we'll just have a little bit of a cheeky look. Ah, we have one over there. How many time units to throw a grenade? 46. That does not give you a good chance of hitting or a lot of time to get out of the way. So we're just going to run back out, turn and face, close the door, and turn. Right, okay. So, Harry opens the door. Missy moves in. He's in a much more convenient place now. Good shot. He is dead. Still not convinced leaving people in there is a good idea. We know we haven't got them all because the mission would have automatically ended if we had. So, door open. Missy, in. Clear both sides. Crouch behind the door. Harry. Same on this side. Crouch. Boudwin. Get into this not amazing cover spot, but cover it is. Shadow. Same on this side. And crouch. And turn. Very, very risky this. Open door. Nothing seen. Open door. One alien seen. 55% chance to hit from Boudwin. Great shot. Got a hit. No kill. Got a second shot though. We have a death. Technically, if you can count it a death because it's a robot, but still. Not finished yet. Ah, there's another one. Reaction fire from... who was that with the amazing reaction fire there at the end? That was Harry. Well done. Brilliant. So... actually bad on the surviving forces. I think that's the first time I've had a mission where it's been bad because so many civilians have been destroyed. Got a good amount of money out of that, though. Major Bob gets himself the Order of Terror, +3 bravery, awarded for the elimination of 20 extraterrestrial units in combat. James gets a promotion to Major. Arcane Cannon goes up to Captain, and Boudwin is now newly promoted to a Corporal again. So, we still have ourselves some problems. We've got a lot of UFOs flying around, and we don't really have any interceptors. Certainly not at Area 52. Let's go into our bases here. Area 52 does have a spare hangar. And I'm very tempted now to stop manufacturing some of the new interceptors. We've still got quite a few interceptors out. What are we missing in total? Let's have a look. So at our main base, we still have our Foxtrot and we have one of our Condors. Another one has taken a bit of damage, but it's able to fly. We've lost both of our Condors at Area 52. We could buy ourselves another Condor here, but it would be a little bit expensive to do so. And it does take a few days to arrive. And we've got both of our Condors here at... the Indochina base. Now, how much does it cost us to build additional hangars? I don't think hangars are terribly expensive. You're $25,000 for a new hangar. So we are going to build extra hangars at our bases. At least those two bases. Now, one of these, this hangar obviously is for the dropship, but we do need another hangar here, I think. Do we? Don't we? We can always get rid of it later if we don't need it. Manufacturing. We want to produce a Corsair Interceptor. 120 man days and $300,000. That's a lot of money, but it is the 25th of November. We are close to the end of the month. So we are going to commence project. Obviously, we don't have anybody working on it at the moment. We're going to take a few engineers off the laser rifles. We're going to take a few engineers off the Wolf battle armor. That's going to take an awfully long time to complete. I think we're just going to cancel that. And we're going to put all the engineers we've got onto the Corsairs. We really need the laser rifles though, don't we, if we're fighting against those things. How much space do we have in the workshops? Workspace is completely full. I don't really want to have to build another workshop either, although we've got the living space. It can get quite expensive to hire any more engineers. Now, let's just hope. Right, we've got problems now with UFOs landing, which is a bit of a pain, because I can't actually deal with them. Not a lot we can do about that. At least it looks like Charlie's going to get home. Relations average in South America, so that's not too bad. Central America relations are bad, which is strange because that's where our base is. Northern America relations are poor. Southern Africa relations are good. Northern Africa relations are good. Middle East, good. Europe, good. Soviet Union, average. Indochina, poor. Australasia, poor. It might not be the end of the world. Or that might be exactly what it is. Who knows? Now that Charlie's just arrived back. Look at that, we're working on the Corsair. They don't take long to get going, do they? We're just going to have a look, actually, at the soldiers. Okay, who do we have? Assault... Boudwin, do we have a spare wolf armor? Yes, we do. There you go. That's put you slightly overweight, so let's get rid of the high X, which we never use. Can get rid of one of the... There we go. You're a little bit more protected. I mean, it makes sense that the people that should have the better armor are the guys that are going in face first. I think that does make sense. Assault... Rifleman, Harry, Arcane Cannon. Do we have... Let's click on the wrong thing. Yes, we do. There you go. In fact, if we go to... equip cancel. There we go. So you actually get yourselves now a laser rifle. Well, that's all good. But we've got a lot of problems at the moment. I mean, money is just one of the issues. Let's see how much money we get at the end of the month, and also how many, if any, of the funding nations that we actually lose. Hopefully we don't lose any. But it is making it quite difficult for us. We are taking a lot of damage to our UFOs. On the plus side, we have now researched the D-42 Shrike dropship. The D-42 Shrike is a VTOL aircraft that combines the functionality of a helicopter with the performance of a conventional aircraft. It is a major upgrade on the CH-48 Charlie, being much faster and able to carry more troops. It is also better equipped for operating in urban space. Try that sentence again. It is also much better equipped for operating in urban spaces. Any mission that involves large helicopters disembarking troops in built-up areas is a recipe for disaster indeed. It is a testament to the skill of our pilots that none of our missions have begun with a bungled landing and deadly fireball. The Shrike is a rugged, boxy creation that is as effective as it is ugly. It uses a pair of tilting TF-19 turbofan engines to cruise through the air at supersonic speeds and perform vertical landing on arrival at the target site. These monstrous turbines are themselves driven by two sizable ER-12 Alanium reactors, providing enough power to keep even a fully loaded aircraft airborne for days. In fact, the range limitation of the craft is due to pilot fatigue rather than fuel capacity. However, the most important result of these new engines is a greater carrying capacity than the CH-48 Charlie. The Shrike can carry up to 10 soldiers rather than 8 inside its armoured troop compartment, which has large ramps at both the front and the rear to allow safer disembarkation in a hazardous landing zone. One does not need a brain as large as mine to see that bringing a quarter more soldiers into battle will significantly increase our chances of victory. So we've basically got a ship that is faster, has a longer operational range, and has the ability to carry 2 more troops, and has a door front and back. Now we definitely want to get one of those up and running, but there's no point having a better drop ship to drop troops off if we can't actually shoot the things down in the first place. So I think it's probably time to start having a look at the tank. Let's get that underway. We're not going to start work on the dropship at the moment because we simply do not have the time to do so. What we are going to do though is go back into engineering, and we are going to take some more engineers off the laser rifle. I know it's still going to take a long time, but what you've got to remember now is that we do currently have enough laser rifles for all of our soldiers on board. So we'll put everybody onto the Corsair that we can. Speed things back up a little bit. Hopefully we can get to the end of November without anything too drastic happening, because I want to just see what our progress is with the funding nations. I want to see how much money we're going to have. Hopefully this will then allow us to maybe not establish another base. We could certainly do with one up here in the Soviet Union. But right, all of our hangars are completed, which is really nice. But hopefully this will then allow us to detect UFOs. Okay, so we have a medium UFO detected over here. Can we intercept it yet? No, we're still 33 hours repairing on our Condors. We cannot... We could actually launch, but I'd prefer not to at this point. Where are you? Yeah, prefer not to deal... Oh, dear. That's very interesting. You would do, wouldn't you? See, a lot of stuff going on over here that I simply don't have the UFOs, the interceptors to deal with. Indochina. Unless it's a 100% chance of victory, I'm just going to bail from it. So let's see what we've got. We have 3 fighters, 100% chance of victory. We're going to take that out. Everyone survives intact. We've got some alien alloys there. Speed things up again. 79% chance of victory against a Corvette and 2 fighters. Now, the last time we took this 79% chance of victory against this, we lost. This time we won. So happy about that. 2 more alien alloys. We have a crash site. We're not going to attend it. We are going to instantly airstrike that and get rid of it. Because that was probably a terror ship and it probably had those robot things on. What we want to do more than anything right now is actually complete our objective, which is to capture an alien officer, which means we need some of the, shall we say, more normal aliens. So we really need to try and deal with some of these ships if we can. But we know we have actually still taken damage. We're only at 61% health. I guess we could fly out and see what our chances of taking one of them out is. It'd be nice if we could destroy one of them. 55% chance of victory. Now, I'm not going to take the risk. I'm going to disengage. I'd sooner have the funding nations a little bit annoyed with me than actually have destroyed interceptors. Yeah, there's a surprise. Xenonaut operatives have identified an extraterrestrial base in Central America. I get the feeling that is something that we are going to be dealing with probably in the next video. But before we actually deal with that, we will just carry on until the end of the month. There's no way we could get to that and sort it out before the month ends anyway. Let's just slow things down again. Do we have a chance of being able to take that out yet? We have repaired a little bit more. It's still not a lot. I don't want to just keep launching. How close are we to the end of the month? Okay, right. Well, the situation is stable. We haven't lost any of the funding nations, which is great. North America have dropped their funding by 127,000, which is quite significant, but the Soviet Union have increased theirs by almost the same amount. We've took hardly any loss in Europe, which is fine, a little bit in Indochina. Australasia and Southern Africa have actually dropped quite a bit, but Northern Africa has improved. South America's also dropped quite a lot, but the Middle East has improved. So overall, it's not too bad. We do have quite a high maintenance cost though, so we're not coming out with huge amounts of money, which is one of our big problems. We really need to step up our game or we're going to end up going bankrupt. But we are going to accept that. I think what I'm actually going to do is end the video here though, and then we will probably try then to take out this alien base, because that will improve relations with Central America and Southern America, I imagine. So we really need to be able to go and do that, and hopefully it'll reduce some of the UFO spawns that we are getting in this area. We will need to wait for our interceptors to be online, of course, though, because there is a landed UFO here at the alien base. The last thing we want to do is take our dropship to the alien base and have it shot down before it even gets there. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying Xenonauts, and I will see you on the next video. Until then, goodbye for now.